pumpkin pie, and we're gonna strip our chicken for soup and sandwich meat. So I'll be right back. I just have to, I didn't think it would take me this long to get set up. Use that. All right, flour, cheese grater, pumpkin. Molasses, sugar, and spices, and everything nices, and then an apron, because I'm going to get dirty. Well, dusty anyway. Spices, allspice, cloves, ginger. Oh, I got to open a new jar of cinnamon. So give me a second while I pour my tea in my French press here. I gotta go get my cinnamon out of the pantry. Yes, indeed. And I will explain why I'm making another pumpkin pie. Lard out of the freezer. I don't think it had time to freeze, but it'll be nice and cold. I apologize. I honestly didn't think it would take me this long to set up. And I'll be right back. Alrighty. Now, chair. And a measuring cup. And some ice cold water. Oh, I'll take it from the jug in the fridge. Now it keeps a little jug of water in the fridge. Oh, and I need a little shot of lemon juice in that. I'm coming. Oops, almost fell over. It turned around, it turned too fast. God bless you, Rebecca, for sending me Yorkshire Gold loose tea leaves. It's one of my favorite treats. That and my multi-biscuit tea, which I had a cup of this morning. Small cup, regular size. Alrighty. I know that tea is going to hurt my teeth. I need... Alright. Let's see this. Alrighty. First, we got to make the pastry. Hey, everybody. You heard about the first disaster of the pies, where the apple pie plate exploded. Excuse me. Let me just flip this around for a second, guys. Sorry to make you ill. There we go. And we couldn't take the risk that the pumpkin pie sitting right next to it was contaminated. Hey, Sherry, baby. Linda Bopp, Dana Barker, how's it going? So that pumpkin pie also had to be thrown out. Okay, absolutely. Prayers are going out to your missing granddaughter. You honestly thought I'd be doing carrots. Well, Howie's homesick today. So I didn't ask him to go get me carrots. So he's going to have to bring home carrots tomorrow. So first things first, we're going to make a pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to debone what's left of the chicken. I've already made a casserole that has to go in the freezer. And we've already had lunches from it. And what's left, I'm going to pick apart for lunch meat tomorrow and maybe the next day. And the carcass is going in the stock pot or in the slow cooker for tomorrow. So at the risk of my teeth starting to ache just because I have to have a hot sip of tea. I'm learning how to swallow from one side of my mouth. Lovely. All right, so first things first. So the whole point is, and then I made a pumpkin pie in a Pyrex oblong 9x13 pan, and I covered it and left it out for the boys because they stayed up to play video games and hadn't eaten their dessert yet. So when everybody went to bed, they left it on the counter, and of course the mice had a wonderful time, according to the 2 or 3 mouse turds I saw inside the casserole dish. So that pie had to be thrown out. So today, hi yellow bird, healing fibers, hi. So you know what? I'm making Papa a proper pumpkin pie. Papa's proper pumpkin pie. Wow, that was a mouthful. All right, so we're going to get started. You guys don't get to see what I'm doing, but you will see the finished video. You're doing the behind the scenes thing here. So that is, that's only a half a cup of flour. Okay. So there's 1 cup of flour. 1.5 cups of flour. I'm only doing 1 pie, so that should be plenty. I couldn't live gluten-free, guys. I couldn't. It would just be so stressful for me. I honestly don't know how my son does it. Hi, Claire. How are you, darling? Edie Murray, putting you on the TV while I'm peeling apples. Okay. I'm going to dip our cold lard into the flour, and then I'm going to just do this. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I make when I don't make pies that often, I'm going to take some flour here and I'm going to rub it out. One of the biggest mistakes I make when making pie dough is I forget to chill it for at least 30 minutes before trying to roll it out. If you try and roll it out after mixing the dough ball, you're going to work the fats into the flour. All right, we're going to do a couple more bits of lard there. And I was in the pantry to get a cold brick of butter. And I found in my fridge, I call it the dairy. I have a mini fridge in my pantry next to the little freezer that if we buy extra cheese and butter and stuff, it can go in there. I found 2 more pounds of tenderflake lard. And this year I'm going to render lard this year. So now let's open the end of this butter and dip it in the flour. Dip it in the flour and then grate it on the large size. Grate it on the large size part of your cheese grater. Now, you don't want to overdo it or you're going to have to add more flour, and then you got to bake 2 pies. Don't say a word, Howard. No comments from the peanut gallery. He's not feeling good today. That's why we're going to make soup for tomorrow. I offered it to him today, but he said no, he's wanting some beef. He's kind of chickened out at the moment, especially we had soup on Saturday night. Okay, I think I have enough fat in here. I think, if you can see that, I think I have enough fat in here. So I'm going to keep these out just in case, and I'm going to make a well here, and I'm going to pour in some cold lemon water, and I'm hoping just enough to bring this together. And I scoop the flour and fat mixture from the outside of the bowl and just toss it into the center until it starts to bunch up. And now look, see, I need a little bit more water. But it's better to need more water than put too much in, right? And I think I just put too much in. We'll see. I'm just going to take it from the outside again and toss it into the center and start tossing this around. Well, maybe I'm doing okay. I use salted butter. Now let's see. I think we can do just a drop more water. So I'm going to say we used like a 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of water. I don't even think we used 3/4 of a cup of water. See, we just keep our hand in the shape of a claw so that we're not mixing the fat in. We're just trying to use the moisture to pick up the flour. Yep. 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup until you get the texture you want. Everybody asks me for measurements. And the truth is, your measurements should not be given to you in cup and tablespoon form. It should be given to you in texture and hand measuring, free measuring form. Why? Because people nowadays do not know how. Not people, but a lot of people today do not know how. Now we're going to form this into a ball. People today, a lot of people today, do not know how to wing cook. When I say wing cook, I mean, like they go, you constantly amaze me with your meals that you make on the spot with what you have. That's the way you're supposed to cook, right? So I'm gonna just push this down a little bit, and I'm gonna fold it over once, and fold it over twice, and I'm gonna go get some, wash my hands and get some plastic wrap. What, Gracie, what? Oh, you want the, she wants the dough off my fingers. You want the dough off my fingers? There you go, because she knows there's butter and lard in it. That's why she wants it. Tweedle-at, tweedle-dee. I'm as happy as can be. Now, we're going to take our plastic wrap and just rip it off like that. We're going to roll this up. Well, I think I should have used a bigger piece. I know, everyone keeps telling me, you always say I should have used a bigger bowl, I should have used a bigger pot, I should have used a bigger this. There, we're going to get this all wrapped up, nice and airtight. And we are going to never ever skip this step. We are going to put this in the fridge for a minimum of a half an hour, so that the fat can firm up again. That's the actual reason for chilling your dough. That's the secret to flaky pastry. Now I'm going to wash this bowl, and I'm going to make our pumpkin pie filling. When do you want to eat, Howard? 5-ish? Okay? Well, you might be pushing it with 4-ish. All right. Alrighty. All right. I'm going to put these in the fridge as pie butter and pie lard. Let me put this. What? Well, that won't hold together, but pie butter, pie lard. Pie butter, pie lard. Sorry, folks. I'm my own editing nightmare. Okay. Put you up over here. Alrighty. Now, I have to drain my pumpkin. Is that a good drink of water, Gracie? Note, folks, that I'm pouring the juice of the pumpkin into the crock pot because I'm making soup. I'm going to be stewing down the chicken carcass. I'm not turning it on yet, but it's there. All right. Move, Gracie, darling. All right, sugar, molasses, spices. We need eggs. Did you use your coffee cream, dear?
Yeah. No, it wasn't much.
That's okay. Ooh, we have sour cream. I'm going to put sour cream into the pie. Yummy. You can. This is a wing it thing. You can replace the milk, the cream, whatever it is you use, with sour cream or plain yogurt. And since Papa used his sour cream, we're going to use some sour cream because 9 times out of 10 it goes bad anyway. Gracie, you don't like raw eggs. Damn. Dang. What a waste of an egg because the dog won't eat it. She does not like eggs, raw or otherwise, so I'm pretty sure she is allergic to them to a certain degree. Let's get another egg. Wash my hands. My apron is not dirty, it's just stained from years of use. Better make up some pancake mix, dear. There's only 2 eggs left. Okay. Let's not do that again. All right. So the eggs will or the sour cream will also help. The pumpkin's pretty watery. The pumpkin's pretty watery, so the sour cream will help with the thickness of the pie. So you don't have to use as many eggs. Normally I would put 3 in this. I kind of want pumpkin. Well, 'tis the season for pumpkin pie. We are making pumpkin pie at the moment. So this is just being mashed with a whisk. Just like that. There was even a bit of water in the bottom I should have poured off, but I'm not going to worry about it. And what helps with the whisk, mashing the pumpkin, is to put the sugar in it. And so I'm going to put, I should measure this, but 3/4 of a cup of sugar. That's not a full cup of sugar for sure. And that, see, that helps mash the pumpkin. Canned pumpkin is so easy to just drop in a bowl and puree with a whisk. She was here a minute ago. Sam, she was here a minute ago. Hi, Andrew from Yorkshire. How are you? You've never tasted pumpkin? Have you ever had Hubbard squash? Butternut squash? Those things can replace pumpkin in a pie with almost no noticeable difference. Howie never notices, do you, dear?
No, I never know what I get from one day to the next.
He never knows what he gets from one day to the next. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon or 2 teaspoons of molasses. This is the first time I've ever gotten molasses in something other than a cardboard carton. And that will help. Now before we put in our sour cream and our eggs, we're going to do our spices. Oh yes, this is a fresh jar of cinnamon, so we have to open it. Oh, Gracie smells the pumpkin and the sugar. She knows what's coming. So I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now, I'm just telling you what the measurement is. I'm not actually measuring it. I'm just using a plain old kitchen spoon. And I'm going to put in about 1/3 of a teaspoon of ginger. Let's turn this camera a little bit. And about 1/8 of a teaspoon, just a little bit. One thing Howie said, he never liked pumpkin pie. And then I made him one. Hey, dear, your pumpkin pies were all homemade pumpkin pies you associated with Marg Wigmore and how spicy they were. And a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. So, in my homesteading book, you get my recipe for making pumpkin pie spice. And believe it or not, oh, that smells so good. It is much cheaper. Let's make sure this is sweet enough. Perfect. All right. First, we're going to beat in the eggs. Want to have a look? This is what we're doing right now. All right, now we're going to beat in these 2 eggs. Like I said, normally I would do 3. Oh, you know what? My oven isn't... Well, I'll preheat it when I'm rolling out the pastry. There, now eggs are good and beaten in. And I'm going to take... Now this tub of sour cream holds 2 cups. We've taken down about 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to say like 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. Okay. I'm going to say that's a cup of sour cream. Scrape the rest of the sour cream off this spoon with my whisk. And away we go. Oh, yeah. You know what we didn't put in? When you're cooking with sugar, all I've got handy is my coarse pickling salt. A pinch of salt always makes the sweet taste sweeter. It's like putting lemon on watermelon slices. Trust me. Bless you, darling. Soup's coming tomorrow. Well, there's soup in the fridge if you want it, and you said no thank you, so. Alrighty, so here we go. Show you guys. There's my pumpkin pie filling. And I'm going to take this over. I'm going to tidy up, and then we're going to roll out the pastry. What's going on, Sam? What's going on though? Sherry asked me to PM Bev. I did, but I didn't think Bev. I haven't had a chance. I don't get to see them that often. I'm usually doing other things, you know. Transferred to Riverside. Why? What's going on? What's Riverside? Is it a hospital or is it a nursing home? Scrolling back. Hang on. When do I need to message her? When do I need to message her? Like as soon as this live is over, or do I need to? Okay, guys, we'll go back live in a minute. Okay.